Hello and welcome to this installation guide for the EK3 rail system onto the WE rifle. Before we start, I'd just like to say thank you very much for purchasing the system, and if you have any issues with it at all, please don't hesitate to contact either myself, the English Kiwi, or Super5s to look for information or help rectifying the issue. And with that out of the way, let's get on with the install. So here I have my WE rifle. I currently have a DD rail on the front, but this is as pretty much as stock as I can make it at the moment. So let's put it on the table and walk through what we're going to do. So to install the EK3 system, we're going to need to remove the handguard, the gas block and the top sight rail, as well as the rail mounting block, or the handguard mounting block that sits at the front of the receiver. So it's a fairly easy process to do. But before we do that, let's have a look at the kit and make sure we have all the parts. And here is my kit. In your kit you shall receive one rail, one sight rail, one mounting block, a set of screws to attach your sight rail, and your cross bolt to attach your rail to your mount. The tools you'll need for this: I recommend a multi-tool set like this. This has both Phillips heads and flat heads, as well as a range of Allen key sets. We will need both Phillips heads and Allen keys for this teardown. Also, you will need a punch set to remove your gas block, which we'll get onto. I don't happen to have a set, so I'm going to use Allen key to represent the punch in this scenario. Also, some electrical tape and some scissors may be needed. We have found that there are some tolerancing issues with certain rifles and the mount can wobble slightly, so we can use a bit of electrical tape to remove that wobble. So to get started, let's remove the handguard. I have already taken my sling mount off. I'm using the lid of my toolbox as storage. I recommend getting something to put all the bits in so you don't lose them. And take the handguard off. I believe the stock plastic handguard comes off in a similar way, although maybe somewhat easier than the DD rail. So my gas block is already loose because I've already taken the pin out previously, but I'll talk you through that in a second. Again, I'm just going to put all the parts I'm taking off back together again so they are in one large piece. So you can either try and take your gas block off with the barrel mounted in the rifle, or we can take the barrel out and then do that. But what you need to do is get a punch. There will be links in the description of this video as to where to get your punch set from. You need to line your punch up the correct size for the roll pin that is in here, and then you need to hammer the roll pin out. At that point your gas block will become loose and you'll be able to unscrew your muzzle and take your gas block off the rifle. If you're not comfortable with taking your gas block off with the right barrel still in the rifle, you can take your barrel out. So let's walk through that now. To take your barrel out, first of all, ensure your rifle is cocked because we're going to disassemble it. Then take your two takedown pins out, your forward and your rear, and put those in a safe space. Then your lower receiver, or TMH, trigger mechanism housings, will hinge away from the upper, and you can put that to one side. You then unhook and remove your recoil spring and bolt. Take out your charging handle and take out your bolt and recoil assembly. Then to remove your barrel, you need to take out this screw. This is an old rifle, that screw went missing. This is a replacement screw, but I believe it is a crosshead in most of them. So put a crosshead in, taking that screw out. that to one side, and then your outer barrel can come off. With your outer barrel off, if your glass block is still fitted, you can then take this away to wherever you want to knock out that roll pin and take your gas block off. Please note, if you're planning on taking your inner barrel out, you have to take your sight rail off, which is something we have to do anyway, so we might as well do that now. Again, these are replacement bolts. You normally have countersunk bolts in here. However, it is a simple process of taking these two bolts out, this rear one and this forward one. And taking your sight rail off, leaving you with a almost clean top. These two bolts here hold your hop unit in place. We're not going to take those out because we don't need to. One thing I do recommend doing is, if you're taking off your sight rail, put the bolts in question back in to the rail and then grab your electrical tape and tape the screws in place. By doing this way, if you ever want to convert back to your standard A2 spec, you have your rail and your bolts safely together. So I'm going to put my barrel back in, as it can stay in for the assembly process. So the final thing we have to take out is this front trunnion, which the handguard mounts to. Normally it is two small Allen key bolts, however one of those went missing during the development process, so I have a crosshead here. Flip it over, grab my toolbox, find the right size Allen key, take that out, and slide that forward. So with that done, the rifle is now ready to receive the EK3 parts. Let's start with the sight rail. So we want to put it on with this little notch at the front of the receiver, and then we want to line up our two holes. We'll then grab our mounting screws and a crosshead screwdriver, and we can mount the rail onto the receiver. With the sight rail fitted, we can now mount the front trunnion block, i.e. the rail mount. As you can see, this one has already been fitted and used, and has electrical tape on it. This is because the tolerancing is a bit off on my rifle, but each rifle differs slightly. So we're going to slide it down the barrel until it lines up, so the holes line up with these holes, and we can then use the previous screws that we've taken out of the rifle to mount in the new mount block. Make sure they're fairly tight, as this is what the rail attaches to. I just briefly reassembled the rifle so that we can see what it looks like once we install the rail, which we can now do. So you can grab your rail and take it out of its pack wrapping, and it should just slide on over the barrel, down onto its mount. I know you shouldn't lie it cocking handle down, but you need to install the screw. So you should have a screw with a washer and a split washer. That should then drop in there. You can line it up with the threads on the other side and tighten it down. And it does in fact take an Allen key head. So grab your Allen key head and torque it down. And that is the EK3 kit installed on your WE rifle. If you have any problems at all with the install process or the EK3 kit in general, please don't hesitate to contact either myself or supervise, and we'll endeavour to sort you out as quickly as possible.